Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. Are we online right now? I just sent out all the links and did all the advertising and whatever, and then the stream just died. Fizzled out like a dying star. So now, I have no idea if it's gonna stay stable, but it looks like it's working now. So, sorry about the rough start. Like I became complacent, I didn't explicitly restart the connection and all that, and it just comes back to bite me because this freaking connection, man. Anyway, the point is it's working now. I'm gonna wait for some people to show up. Meantime, we can listen to the catchy Spyro music. Alright. I've sent out a few more. I've sent out the links once again, or rather added a little live now under there. I guess we lost most of the people when the connection went down though. That sucks. Ah well, there's nothing that can be done. Let's get the preparing screen out of the way and just get started. No use in complaining about it. I'm sure people will show up as we progress. I'll just keep an eye on that chat. So, where were we? These obnoxious spiders can be destroyed with some kind of super flame. And we need a kiss from a fairy to get that. Ouch. Need to be faster about this if I want to survive. No extra hits left. Well, there we go. That's our first death for the stream. I need to reorient myself a bit. Though I feel like I'm getting used to this pretty quickly. It's easier, I think, than Banjo-Kazooie and Tooie. Spyro is a more simple, more pure sound. When I call it pure, it sounds like I'm attributing a positive or negative quality to it. But that's not what I mean. But in a manner of speaking, he's a very pure platformer character. Everything he does has to do with jumping. There's not several different kinds of runs and jumps necessarily. Anyway, this time we're gonna do better. There we go. Bumped my head there. Oh, whoops. Wasn't fast enough there. Okay, now we're gonna get a kiss from this fairy, and now supposedly gonna be able to destroy these guys. Nice. Okay. Come on, give us another kiss there. Apparently it needs to run out before we can do that. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. There we go, another peck on the cheek there. I wonder what the value of that would be to a dragon, though. It's not like she's particularly dragon-like. Shouldn't he be kissed by a very beautiful dragon or something. I don't know. I don't know what Spyro is into. All I know is he's purple. Let's see, there are many more spiders down here to kill. So let's do that. Get over here. Nice. More gems, more gems. And there are more spiders back here, aren't there? Yeah. Let's get rid of them all. We need to get ourselves those gems. I want to be assured that we've handled all the different spiders. So we don't come back to the stage missing a few gems and it turns out to be one of those annoying spiders in the back. There we go. Also, I just realized, am I recording my voice? Yeah. I was worried for a second there that my voice might not be recorded. That would be a bit awkward. I'm not much for the no commentary streams. Though, I did a few no commentary streams when I did art. Well, I still do art, but when I did it more regularly. Speaking of art, I have a Christmas illustration in the works. It involves a little guy playing a trumpet on top of a church in the snowy winter air. I'm pretty stoked about making it. I gotta keep up a consistent schedule of drawing cool things, I think. Gotta keep those skills sharp after all. There's a lot of things I'd like to draw, but it can be hard to find the motivation, you know? Admittedly, I've switched to streaming gaming more, in part because it's also a lot more convenient. It sounds very lazy, I know. How would we ever get to this spider with the fire intact? We may have to find a way around to do that properly. I mean, they wouldn't put it there for no reason, right? All the other ones were within range. Come on, level designers, speak to me. Well, I guess what we could do is something like this. Ah, there we go. Perfect sense. Where there's a will, there's a way. Very good. I think I've got a pretty good grasp of how this level works spatially now. And that's good because my spatial awareness leaves a bit to be desired from time to time. I think we all know that based on my 2E and Kazooie streams. Paper Mario was quite doable because of how flat that game is. Let's save our progress, even though I haven't even saved a dragon yet. More gems. We're rich. Ah, we can do one of those super dash thingies here. Let's just check there's nothing else in this room. Apparently not. Nice. Some added mobility there. Okay, and we can teleport back home from here. We have already saved all the dragons here, though. Let me just pop out the chat, because it keeps saying it hasn't connected, and I'm never sure whether that means it's actually not connected or just confused. You know how it is with this connection. Sorry about that. Gonna try to not interrupt the game too much, but sometimes things just get in the way. Almost up to 3,000 already. We should make use of this dash. So there is one more stage in this hub area, if I understand correctly. Crystal Flight. Oh, that was the bonus level. Got it, got it. Do we have any dragons left to save? Doesn't look like it. Well, we could try this again. Last time I got frustrated, but I guess we could give it a shot now that we've had a bit of a break in between. Though I am not quite acrobatically skilled, shall we say. Oh, that was a bit sloppy there. Almost called Spyro Banjo. I was gonna say something like, come on Banjo, hurry up, but then I realized that ain't Banjo. Doesn't even look like him. At least Kazooie became a dragon, so that would be somewhat justifiable. Right. Contact with the water is instant death, huh? Guess there's nothing that can be done about that. But hey, it was just the first try after all. I haven't tapped the A button this hard since the battle against Canary Mary. That sure was a bad time. I'm not even gonna sarcastically claim it was a good time, because it wasn't. I'm not really a talent when it comes to furiously tapping the A button, it has to be said. With some controllers I can manage it, but... Oh, not... Yeah, there we go. I have to be careful about getting down too low there. Come on, catch up to the planes. Well. At least we aren't dropping any more frames. I don't get this connection sometimes. In fact, I think if I were to speak to an expert, they might actually tell me that the problem is my laptop. I've been worried about that for some time, because everyone has troubles with instability sometimes, but it's definitely worst for my computer on this connection. Food for thought, I guess. Someone mentioned that doing the arches first is smart because the circles are very easy, so a good one to close off with. I might have to consider that because I kind of... Yeah, I might have to consider doing that because this is not working very well. I have no idea what order this is, but it looks interesting. Well, I don't know if that was particularly helpful to do, but feels like I have a bit more time to spare now. Let's get the arches, I suppose. That's what someone said I should start with, but... Oh, I randomly decided to do the chests as well. Okay, those are done. Oh, but now I don't know where I am. Oh, there's an arch. There you go. Ah, come on, it was so close. So close. Well, let's try this again. This went better than the other attempts, at least. Might not be the proper order, but... completely lost. There we go. That was a bit sloppy though. It was a miss. It was a miss and it was a mistake. Oh, we did it in reverse. Well, at least we get to do the little circles now. So the question really is, should I go for the chests or for the planes or both? The chests are the most annoying in my opinion, at least that's what they feel like, because they're out of the way and you have to kind of attack them. And you have to attack the planes, but they're kind of on the route you need to be on, so I hate them less for that. But just a little bit. Well, let's see where this leads, though our time is fast running out. Uh-oh. Yeah, that was probably a fatal mistake there. Well, we're gonna keep trying. Just gonna go for the chests first and pick off a few of the planes while we're at it. It seems like a decent way to go about it. Oh. Where did he go? Where is he? Did I fly ahead of him? I flew ahead of him. And then I missed my fire. Thinking about it, I don't think you've actually seen the airplane guy. Whoops, that was bad. I just jumped in the water on purpose because I missed one of the rings. And because we're supposed to do other things first. Man, I gotta get it together. Never gonna be a flying expert at this rate. I wonder how essential this is. Is this like the boss level? The range on the fire can be a bit finicky in my opinion. Okay, you know what? Next time, if this fails, and it might, we're gonna focus entirely on the arches first. You're still missing two of the arches. That's a bit awkward. A bit arch-ward. Well, I can see one of them there anyway. But we won't be fast enough, or we might not be. Oh well. Arches. There. Good start with one of the planes set on fire. Now we're gonna do all the arches. Oh, I got thrown off by the sign, huh? I like how much time you get from the planes, at least. But I don't like falling in the water. Okay, let's try the quote-unquote normal order once again. Maybe we just need to do it the way it seems to be designed. At least that makes sure I don't get confused with the arches. But you can also attribute that to my lack of spatial awareness, as always. See, that I don't really like, how finicky it is about hitting the planes. It's giving me an itchy nose, is what it's doing. Ooh, it almost didn't count, that one. Fortunately, it was a bit more generous than it could have been. Because otherwise, that would have been very awkward. I hope you can't hear the aggressive tapping too much. Alright. Wow. That was a bit awkward, wasn't it? But that is the last arch, so if we get that one, we've got most of our troubles dealt with. Maybe I should just go for the chests and get the last arch on the way back. Like maybe I should at that point just switch to the chests and make sure those are done first. After all, there's no reason to do it all in order. Except my own confusion. As long as I can keep track of what needs to be done, that's fine. It only shows the one you're working on right now at the top, which is a bit disadvantageous, I have to say. The order of the chests actually makes a lot of sense when you do them all in order. Oh, those are flying away from me. That's a bit awkward. Come on. Yeah, you see how the poor range of the fire can really mess you up at times? It's a bit bothersome. Okay. Better idea. The planes first, then the chests. Because the chests aren't actually that hard so long as you start at one end of them. Like, the danger is starting in the middle, moving to one side, and then having to go all the way back. As long as that doesn't happen, they're very easy to deal with. And they give you 2 seconds apiece, which is not bad. So, you go for the arch after all, and then for the planes, and then for the chests. Okay, just gotta tap aggressively. Come on. There we go. Come on, where's the last chest? I just really lost my way there. If I can just catch up to the planes after I get the chests, that would be a big help, but... the problem is the range and the fire is dreadful, so it's... You gotta get up real close, and you don't have much time to waste. Okay, actually, this might be it. I don't want to count our eggs. Yeah, that. I don't want to count our eggs before they've hatched, but this is a decent run so far. Okay. Success! Finally. Took a while, but there we go. Finally. Do I get anything cool for that, or just treasure? Okay, just treasure. Well, you know what? It was more about the experience than the reward after all. Those geomancers sure are an annoying bunch. Okay, don't touch the electric one. Oh hey, there's there is. Whoopsie. Well, I was going to point out that there was the balloonist. Balloonist. That's just not a word I use very often. Balloonist. Oh. Well, that gets rid of him, but now we're in critical condition. But here is another boss level, so... Okay, let's get some health back. There we go. Go forth and consume these butterflies. So the next boss is called Blowhard. But let's check what the requirements are for the next world. Hey, Tuco. Okay, we've already got enough eggs apparently, so we can go to the Beast Maker's world. But we don't want to do that yet, because there's a boss stage to do here. But first, let's get those gems. Haha. So far the bosses haven't been very threatening, so... Oh, you can just kill them by dashing as well. That's good at least. Okay. Nice. Fireworks exploding into gems. What will they think of next? Whoop. Don't walk off the edge. They look a little grim, don't they? Everyone will look sad when you put a thundercloud over their head. A thunderclad. I'm getting a weird accent from playing this game. Must be the dragons. Ow. Okay, we're on our last hit already. So we've got different elemental magicians. That's kind of the thing in this stage. Okay, that was probably a mistake. Well, maybe this gives us an opportunity to earn a few of our lives back. No, instead I just get hit again. I gotta be a bit more careful. I'm used to having those 10 honeycombs, but Spyro can't take that many hits. I ought to be more cautious. Oh, so he just leaves when you attack him. He's like, nope, I am out. What? Controls are were temporarily gone for some reason. It's weird to have this tricolor scheme of things. How do I explain this? It makes, because I'm used to the Zelda way of doing things, I can make sense of blue gems being 5, but it's weird that the red is 1 and the blue, not the blue, and the green is more. It's weird. Banjo had its own system for that in the mini games as well, interestingly enough. Can I not get hit by these guys every once in a while? Alright, he's running again. A couple more of those geomancers. Oh, I keep forgetting how to cancel out of flight. I think it's triangle? Yeah, I gotta learn to time that. Or maybe I should just be patient and time my jumps correctly. That would work too. Alright. Patience is the key. Oh hey, a dragon. We've been going for a while, but that's the first dragon we're gonna save on this stream. There we go. Altair.
Thanks for releasing me, Spyro. You have no idea how long I've been trapped in crystal. And, neither do I. Who are you again?
I'm out of here.
That's not a name, Spyro, you silly goof. Well, he didn't really have anything interesting to say, did he? It's interesting to me that these moving platforms, which are a staple for platformers after all, are contextualized by these geomancers here. Is a bit, it's an interesting way of doing things, right? Because usually you wouldn't have an excuse for the platforms moving like this, but no, it's a geomancer. That's what they do, they move the landscape around. I guess. I'm not an expert on geomancy. Geomancers, please post in the comments. I joke, of course. I jest. Though I'm sure there's lore or accepted theories on geomancers in different fiction. I'm sure there's a Dungeons and Dragons thing about it. Man, it's been a while since I've played Dungeons and Dragons. It's fun to do campaigns like that with people, but it takes so much time to get it together, you know? At this age, everyone has plans. It's hard to Just play with friends. But that's why those opportunities are so valuable after all. I'm happy that we got to do it several times. Oh. I need to have fewer lives more often. It makes me more cautious. Oh, there's Blowhard again. And there he goes. Bye bye, Blowhard. No one's gonna miss ya. Okay, that was a bit mean. I'm sure someone will miss him. Hey, and we've got all the gems. 400 out of 400. Let's return home. You're kind of standing there chilling, doing his geomancy, and I'm like, poof. Right, so we can go to the Beastmakers, which is a new land, but maybe we should return to the first area and do some cleanup there, I don't know. Also, I'm gonna briefly send the stream out to a few more people, because having a chat with no people makes me sad. Just a moment. There we go. Okay. This is only the second stream, but already the first world is kind of nostalgic, isn't it? Let me check the totals after I kill these guys. For no other reason than to sow destruction upon the world. So. Stonehill needs a few more. And Town Square. The rest is all complete. We haven't even done that badly. Oh, though we are missing eggs. We are missing eggs, aren't we? Well, let's do this. Fire just knocks him over. That's how fire works. Fireworks? Speaking of fireworks, I don't want to date the stream. Well, wow, what a thing to think about when my YouTube channel doesn't have that many subs, but I guess it doesn't matter if I date it. So it is December now. And that means we're gonna have some firework hoodlums around. Fireworks are nice, but there are always people who don't have the responsibility to use the stuff. In my opinion, anyway. Let's see, I was heading for the Stonehill, but Town Square is fine too, because we're missing a few gems there. That was the most complex stage of all these, the first few at least. Alright, heading for the Town Square. Again, the lighting is quite nice, and the music too. We don't need those butterflies, I just wanted to sow some more destruction, like I said. course, looking for 10 gems in a 200 gem stage might be looking for a needle in a haystack a bit. Yeah, these are all enemies I've defeated before. Maybe there was one of those vents or thingies that I could activate with my fire. Do we have the egg in this stage? Yes, we do. That's one thing. Ouch. You'd best not be doing that, Mr. Bull. Yeah, I didn't think I would have missed an enemy. They're kind of obvious. Oh, right, there's one of those metal... It is one of those metal things, okay. That explains a lot. Because I only discovered how to actually activate those in the second world. So it makes sense it would be a bit... Yeah. Nah. Come here. Come here, we're gonna get you. I guess not then. Fine. Run away. Mock me. I don't care. That's where we need to go. There are the final 10 gems in this stage, yeah. And a bull. Very nice, that does it for all the gems in this stage. Feels good, man. That means we only have the one stage left to do in this world before it's complete. I almost said completely complete, which would be a bit redundant, wouldn't it? That would be the Department of Redundancy department. Oh, you don't actually need this to leave the stage, right? You can just go bam, like that. Such convenience. Okay, so that does it for Town Square. Although there are also eggs left to find. Yeah, Stonehill. That's all we need to do to have this world complete, in terms of the gems at least. So let's have a quick look at that. I found it almost immediately. I'm slightly impressed with myself. It's the small things in life. You know how it is. So, I think I know where this... Probably where it is. Wow, talking. I think I know where the remaining gems are, is what I'm trying to say. It's a matter of getting to them, that's the problem. See, down this well... Down well... is a chest. And we do not have the key. So that's something we need to find. That face he makes. He really doesn't like being lifted up against his will. I guess that makes sense. So we are missing quite a few in this stage comparatively, so we'll need to be thorough this time. Can't overlook the slightest detail. Doing the easier stages also has the advantage of getting me some of my lives back, which I all wasted in the magic world. Because that level ramped up the difficulty quite substantially. And I was not prepared. But I am prepared now. Just gotta get some lives back. Oh, it's one of those guys. Hey, Gandalf. Gandalf and Radagast gone wild. Gone wrong. Police called. That was my imitation of a very clickbaity YouTube video. Let's see. I did get the egg in this one. We haven't actually found any new gems, so they must all be in that chest, or at least most of them. 47 just seems like a weird number to be in a chest, right? I could imagine it being 40, maybe, but 47? I'm guessing we're missing a few smaller gems outside of that as well, at least. Unless they really did put such a weird number in there. Oh, whoops. Falls down, gets floated right back up. That's what happens. Yeah, I ought to check this area thoroughly. I ought to stop saying the word thoroughly so often. Nothing on these rooftops either. Nothing in this tree. There is that guy, but we've already fought him. Oh, hey. Well, that makes a lot of sense that there were a few gems out here. Now we just gotta find that blasted key. It's not consistently easy to see where this stage will actually end. It's a bit weird. I really gotta get used to the way your dash interacts with the hills here. This is quite some bumpy landscape, shall we say. Also that cartoony running effect. Good stuff. This is a rather large open area. The key could be in many places. I just hope I'm not running past it somehow. Oh hey, we can actually get atop of here. And more gems. Excellent. Careful not to fall down though. There we go. I missed this whole area on my first run through. Whoa. Rolls down the ledge. Whoa. There's one more over there. Over there. Yeah, that's what it's called. Over here. But still no key. We know the key has to be in the same stage, because each chest so far had its associated key in the same stage. No reason to have a different policy in this one, I think. Oh. Perhaps that was a mistake. That was a sad situation all in all, wasn't it? Looks like all the enemies respawn. That's a bit of a bother. I don't think we checked this site very much, so we can have another look. Oh no, we did. I even made those hilarious jokes about Gandalf and Radagast. Ow. Straight in the face. Is there any place to fly to that wouldn't be immediately apparent from the edges? Or from the top? Those boinging sheep. They think they're so cute with their wool. I like that the invisible wall has some way to communicate what it is, at least. I said that before, I think, but I do really appreciate that there isn't just a wall you can't walk through but also can't see. It actually has like little waves as though it's an invisible barrier. Feedback is a very important thing in games in general. You can never have too much of that. Well, I guess it depends on what kind of game you're making. Like, if you want to be super immersive, you may want to tone down how much feedback a game gives, but if you just want to be a fun, good old time, then it's very smart to give a lot of feedback. Nice punchy sound effects. Snappy visual effects, stuff like that. I don't think there's any benefit to chasing this guy again, but I might as well. Well, he has been chased. Don't think I gained much from that, but let's hug the edge of the stage, because we like it so much. That was terrible. I just wanted to try my dodge roll, but that was the wrong location for it, very clearly. Well, I don't know what to do in this stage for now, so let's back out for a bit. At least we got a few more gems. While we think about this stage, let's consider looking at the second world and cleaning up a few of those stages as well. Maybe have a sneak peek at the next world too, who knows. See, we do have everything here, don't we? We are still missing the egg. But I haven't heard that particular enemy here. With his na-na-na-na-nas and such. Perhaps he's well hidden. Gonna check behind here. Due to the fact that I died a few times, I haven't actually made that much progress in terms of stocking up on lives, but hey. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's actually an edge to walk on here. No. So it's probably not here where I need to be. Oh, that's okay. Right, back off to the Peacekeeper's world, also known as Dinosaur Land. Yeah, completion is quite a bit worse in this. So the X means you have not got the egg yet. So empty means there isn't an egg in there. Okay. But then why are there so many missing at the top? Or is that a total of all the eggs in the game, perhaps? That would be interesting. Well, I do remember one of those guys here. One of those blue guys. Or was that in the Magic World? Listen to that intense music though. He had to take some time to die there. I guess that makes sense. Let's see. Dry Canyon. Dry Canyon is one we actually did complete. But we are missing a lot in the actual home area. In fact, we haven't even saved all the dragons here. I ought to have another good look around here. Can't believe I left this in such a sloppy state. Oh wow, I can't believe I actually got hurt from that. It might be a worthwhile strategy in some areas to just go through and sweep all the enemies, so you know for sure that you have all the gems. Because enemies respawn, but you can't tell whether they are enemies that have the gems or not. Oh hey! There is a secret in this crevice. Ice Cavern, there's a whole stage I missed? Yikes. Well, let's handle that in a little bit. Let's keep looking here first. Focus on one thing at a time and all that. We don't have the key for this. I'm not sure if it even opens with a key though. Okay, let's check out Ice Cavern. Who knew that there was a whole stage we hadn't explored yet? Scary. Of course, there's always a few gems hiding right behind the start. Big enemies use fire. It's the rule of thumb or the rule of claw. That doesn't make any sense. A claw is more like a hand than a thumb. Yeah, that wasn't the greatest pun I've ever made. We'll have to keep trying. Ah, another dragon to save. Very good. Ulrich.
A word of caution, little one. Wait until you grow big, like me, before charging those large enemies.
Alright, there's no need to be condescending. I saved you, man. Is he throwing snowballs at me? The rascal. I thought for a minute the lantern was a collectible of some kind. What? That's one of those very commonly used bat noises. I even remember there being an episode of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show where they had a bat that made a noise like that. So you may be wondering, what is a bat doing in the Super Mario Bros. Super Show? There was an episode where they had, like the whole thing with the Super Mario Bros. Super Show was that in the real live segments, the live action segments, they had imitations of celebrities, and in the stories of the cartoon, they did imitations of popular stories or historical events. It was pretty crazy. Alright, another dragon to save. There we go. Todor.
Spyro. Some big Norks up ahead are wearing armor. And in the ice cave, armor can make their feet very slippery.
I wish these dragons would help me out a bit. They sure like to give advice, but they don't actually do a whole lot. I guess they just came out of being petrified, so, you know. Guess I can't fault them too much. But as always, it's up to the little dragon to do all the hard work, huh? Right, another chest, another key to find. Let's save, just to be sure. Now I'm getting worried that the stream isn't working because it's less active than... less active. I'd like, why aren't people watching? But I'm concerned that it isn't transmitting because it's... Well, whatever, let's just keep going. Can't even destroy the lantern. $125. Huh. Right, so the ones with armor you do need to push. Even though they're big. We sure are changing the rules around. There we go. No more snowball fights for you, buddy. I thought it might have been a secret, but apparently all it had was death. I guess I should have expected that, but I didn't. Alright, slip sliding away. So don't fall into the huge gap and die. That's our new creed. Set this guy on fire. Another life, thank you. Honestly, those are becoming more and more precious to me as I keep failing. Andor, alright. Hey Andor.
Thank you for releasing me.
And that's all he said. 40 dragons. Don't think I have any coffee left. Oh, I do have some coffee left. There we go. Oh. Did you see that? I almost just casually walked off the edge. That would have been particularly disappointing. They even make like a Christmas bells noise when you hit him. Good stuff. Ouch, that hurts quite a bit. You attack with snow, I'll attack with fire. Might be overkill, but that's just the way it is. Well, if there's gonna be much more to this stage, we'd better just free that dragon and set ourselves up for a new checkpoint. Might as well grab this stuff as well. Actually, let's do the new checkpoint first and be smart about this. Asher.
Thank you for releasing me.
Okay. Asher Forrester? No. That was not a good Telltale game. About as good as my jumps. Don't know what it is tonight, but I'm definitely having some trouble with an itchy nose right now. Which isn't exactly improving my accuracy, put it that way. Okay, we can at least recenter the camera behind us, which helps a bit. But in the end, I just have to make the jump properly. Okay, and fly. Oh, this is a whole different area. Okay. I guess this oh, this is probably connected. We probably get to the other side through the other path, maybe. Whoa, look at those shoes. Look at the shoes, those are more like skis, right? Nom. I'm gonna let you slide. I think that enemy got the point. Okay, we've learned from our mistakes. Do not jump into the hole. Bad. Hole bad. Oh, whoops. Suddenly thought I had left all sorts of stuff on in the background. I tried to make it a point to close off as many processes as possible before I stream, cause, well, you know how it is with my unstable connection. Oh, there goes my connection again. We're dropping a few frames now. Okay, we seem to have recovered, but that was a brief period of buffering. I'm worried about that happening right as people show up, you know, because that would be my luck. People visiting the stream and it buffers or crashes immediately. We've been, well, I don't get to complain. I mean, we've been pretty lucky with the stream so far, but tonight has been a pretty bad night for the connection. Especially near the start, but it's definitely not ideal right now. Anyways, is this the last dragon of this stage? Yes, it is. 5. Wow. That's quite the haul.
You've done well, Spyro. Some dragons thought you weren't ready, but I knew they were wrong.
I'm ready, all right. Ready for what?
And that's 42. Ready for what? Oh, Spyro, you silly boy. Better get these gems off of these poles, preferably without crashing straight into the ravine and dying a horrible death. Thank you. There, a bit of extra health. Never hurt anyone. Quite the opposite, in fact. Okay, this is where we were. This is where we saved the dragon. Let's save again, because like I said, never know. Ah, and this is where we would have come in if we had taken that road. Right. Again, it all makes sense now. I'm just stoked we found an ice-themed level, by the way. Around the Christmas days, I do like to listen to Christmassy video game music, and if the opportunity... if the opportunity presents itself, I do like to play a few of my favorite winter or Christmas-themed levels. A standout example would be the Christmassy or snowy levels in Kirby's Epic Yarn. That game has such a great, adorable atmosphere. That's definitely the game to turn to for all the good fuzzy feelings. How would I go about going up there? My jump won't suffice, I don't think. No, it really won't. We may have to learn a new move before that becomes a possibility. We are very close to being complete with this level, though. Kind of a shame to leave it off with just a few gems left to collect. Oh, I think I got it actually. We'll see if my spatial awareness is correct this time. Let's save first. Because like I said, I gotta keep saving. You never know. Let's see here. That's where we need to go again. Because my theory is... My theory is that if I jump from a high place, I can get there. And we did enter that area through a high place, namely through here. So there we go. This might be the path. Or it might not be, you never know. Won't take too much time to check though, so it's fine. Yeah, what if we... Well, that was dreadful. I'll have to check that once more, because I don't want to leave things too unfinished. Like, I'm not going to be overly particular about completing every stage if it's missing stuff, but on the other hand, I don't like leaving a stage very nearly complete and then just kinda dropping it. You gotta finish what you start, huh? Yeah, I wonder if there will be more mobility options, because we haven't actually learned anything. Well, we did learn the super dash, but that requires those little arrows on the ground. So I'm not sure if those are gonna be a thing. Okay, we got here, but... Nah, the path, the shape of this room makes it impossible to jump from higher up. We probably need to approach from another angle. Or we need an ability that we don't have. Like maybe the ability to fly continuously. Well, I'm sure we'll get that when we get it. Let's return home for now. I wonder... Wow. I wonder if they're going... Wow, my voice is just dying. I was gonna say, I wonder if they're gonna introduce more uses for the treasure. Ow. I'm pretty sure what we need to do here is run up, but I don't have any way to do it. So that's probably a future thing. We've already done Dr. Shemp. Dr. Shemp. We definitely haven't visited that though. Welp, there goes all our extra health. Let's go back to the magic crafters for a second and see if there's anything to clean up there. So why does a dragon that can fly need to be brought here by a balloon anyway? I guess maybe his little wings get tired after a while. And also I just drowned. Yeah, we already had that guy, but I just wanted to check. I could have seen it just by checking this, but you know. Oh, you can actually have multiple eggs in the same area. It's like a nest in here. There we go. They're so condescending the way they laugh at you. I wonder if I could just run up to this one and get him on time. Okay, yeah, I can. Good. So there's no mysterious solution to this, you just get there on time. Yeah. We aren't fast enough to actually stop you if you just run. Gotta work on your reaction speed. That one did have a good reaction speed there. Let's see, Alpine Ridge. We are missing about we are missing precisely 67 from this stage. I wonder if they're going to be straightforward and easy to find or not. Because I think I kind of left this stage in a hurry after taking too many hits. Gets an extra life, loses it immediately. Oh well. Ouch. Oh right, no fire with these guys. I'm just so nervous to dash. Don't want to storm right into the ravine once again. Let's see, we haven't gone there yet. This was a terrible idea. Now, I've been trying not to use save states too much in this particular stream. We are gonna make a save state right now, just in case. Oh, right. Use fire on the big guys. I don't even know what kind of mage those guys are. Some sort of beastmaster? Oh, they are very weird in any case. I keep minimizing the chat by accident. There we go. What would be the best way to get there? Should be some kind of exit there, shouldn't there? Or that's what you'd think. But maybe I should have gone from there. I guess we'll go around and see. He went from panic to dull pain. Right. Based on some of the stages, I definitely feel like I'm missing a few moves from my moveset. I'm sure we'll get those when the time comes around. But there hasn't really been a precedent set for how you learn moves. That's my main issue here. So in Banjo you had bottles and later gem jars, teaching you the moves. Here there isn't a very clear source of new moves. One of the statues told us about those arrows on the ground that you can use the dash with. But that's it. I guess I'm not sure how big this game is. Based on a first glance, it seems smaller than a game like Banjo. But I could be completely wrong about that. I mean, you never know. Ouch. Wow, that was a bit goofy. There we go. Gotta work on my aim still. Okay, and we can return home from here. Let me try to reorient and see where that particular area is we haven't visited yet. Could we make this from here? Just barely didn't make it. This just leads back to the start, right? So our first run through the level wasn't particularly bad. We just missed that one area to the left of here. That should be doable. Especially if the enemies don't all respawn. Oh hey, look. I completely missed this. This would have made things a bit easier, wouldn't it? Oh. I had no control over how far he rolled there. Yeesh. Well, time to die. Anyway, I was hoping that this would be high enough to get there. Let's see. I guess we'll find out. May as well use this to test the save state here. Okay, promising. And yeah, okay. Okay, that gives us access to this new area, at least. At least. That's the whole point we came here. I just like to underplay things, that's all. Right, big enemies, use the fire. Oh, let's not die here. I do like that there's a consistent rule for how to deal with enemies that's communicated on such a simple visual level. They kind of shook that up in the ice cave though, with big armored enemies that you do need to push. Which was, up until that point, pushing big enemies was an absolute no-no. I wonder if they're gonna mess around more with the system, yeah. With the system. Okay, nice, and what's in here? Good stuff. Now we just need to get back, I guess. Yeah, let's heal up a bit. Okay. That means this level is almost complete now, but we are still missing those. The fireworks there. And also one of those blue guys, it seems. Though we have been there before, because there was a dragon statue there, based on the platform I'm seeing. Yeah, it's definitely those fireworks. Can't be much more to find in this stage. Once again, poor Spyro is gonna end up with a concussion. But that's just the price he'll have to pay. Exploration can be such a cruel mistress. When I said exploration is a cruel mistress, I didn't mean jump into the water there. That just kind of happened by accident. So there has to be a reason this outcropping is here, right? It seems to me like you would use this to get over there. Unless I'm just completely crazy. Okay, yeah, we did do this before. Because we did catch this guy. Yeah. That just makes me wonder how we get to the fireworks, though. It doesn't look like the momentum from your dash carries into your jump. What he does when you dash is a very small hop. It's more like an attack almost. This is a conundrum. Because we need those fireworks to complete the stage after all. We could just jump from here. Maybe my initial jump just wasn't good enough. Wow, I'll be. I guess that was it. Now we need to plan this out, because otherwise the explosion is gonna knock us right off. Okay, that was clearly the way to do it. Okay, and the last 5 are now lying right there. Within our reach. Nice! And that completes this stage. 500 though, yikes. Quite the Herculean task there. I'm glad to have completed that. Let's see. Well, with that, let's exit the level and Put those gems in our pocket. Almost up to 4,000. Going rather well. Let's see. There's still a lot missing though. Especially in the high caves and home area. The rest is looking pretty good though. I mean, am I actually missing 2 whole eggs in the high caves? We'll have to have a closer look. And also get some more lives back because goodness gracious. Alright, forget you. Let's see, which area is the one up here again? High caves, that's the one we're looking for. Oh, right. We actually visited this one very... Oh, hey. Careful, Spyro. Let's not get crazy here. We visited this one early in the stream. We actually had... we actually defeated some of those spiders to test the fire out that you get from the kiss from the fairy. That sounds ridiculous if you haven't seen it, I guess. One thing I noticed is these mages are fighting each other, which is interesting. Like, they're not friends, they seem to be warring factions somehow. So that's fascinating. Hey now. Let's get some health back while we're at it. There we go. Oh, right, these guys. Too bad. Okay, that is the best time to jump over there. So let's wait until he returns again. Ow, indeed. I wonder if there's any situation in which you don't want to kill the Geomancer because he's actually helpful. Ooh, it's like a treasure room in here. Okay, we could jump over there from here. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Because this might just be a bit too short. Oh no, it's fine. Nothing to worry about. Here's the return home. Oh, we got a few more gems, but... And this is the spider cave, which we dealt with. Alright, and here's some sort of running thing. Oh, right, so we use that to find the remaining areas. Makes sense. They just introduced this ability outside this stage, so it actually makes a lot of design sense then employ it in a few ways in this stage. I just wish I knew how to get back from here. Without, you know, dying. Can I jump towards those guys here? Oh, right, thank you. Look at that, I've been saved by the fairies. How sweet. This area is also new to us, so that's good. We've got many more gems left to find. Way more than this, in fact. Oh, hey. Catching that guy is gonna be a pain, isn't it? Yep, it sure is gonna be a pain. But that's okay. There we go. It wasn't that much of a pain in the end. Oh. How I keep doing that, I'll never know. And that puts us quite a ways back. I should have used those save platforms more. Well, there's not that can be done now. But there's still so much to find in this level. We've barely made a dent in the remaining gems. It would be pretty hard to make a dent in gems, but... let's aggressively ignore those spiders. Okay, there's another area there, and there's another area here. Apparently I just haven't explored very well. Well, 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 well. Now that puts a dent in the remaining gems. 431. It makes me nervous when the number isn't nice and round. Right, so there's a treasure room left to explore over there. We can't reach it from here, it would seem. I guess another big jump is required. Now that we know where it is. But not a big spider. Alright, let's do this. Leroy Jenkins. I think I got confused there. Where was the entrance? Yeah, okay, you can put me down now, thank you. I was just looking at it and I've already forgotten. Oh, it's very much to the right. So we need to make a big turn while we do this. And not hit our head really hard. I guess we need some sort of slope to really get going. Thank goodness for the fairies, at least. It's funny I mentioned Kirby's Epic Yarn earlier, because that's another game where fairies come to rescue you if you mess up. Maybe I've misread the situation. Do I even need that running start? Maybe I can just fly over there if I just do it. Just do it. Yeah, actually, that should be pretty easy. Yeah, I was overthinking it. Also a common problem with me. Okay, 465. That leaves just 35 left to find. And an egg thief. Well, this might be the place where all the remaining stuff is. Just 2 more. And there they are. Nice. All that's left now is to catch this guy and teach him a lesson. Come here, you egg thief. Now you've got egg on your face. I think that would be a much grosser thing to say for a creature that actually lays eggs. Let's not read too deep into that. In fact, let's never think about it again. Problem is, it's taking so long to catch this guy, I have no choice but to think about something. That's just sharp corners. There we go. You may be fast, but I'm smarter. We found another egg. Completing another stage. Nice. Pretty thrilled about that one. Steady progress and all that. I guess we should just leave this level and move on now. And that puts us past the 4,000 mark. Nice. Very happy about that. So all we need to do now is explore this home area a bit more. If I recall, there was a chest. And we need a key for that. So some more exploration required. And then we're gonna visit the new area as well. We've already done the crystal flight. There's no need to do that again. So we've seen these chests several times throughout our adventure, but I'm not yet sure how to actually open them. Have we properly explored this? Wizard Peak? We haven't even visited this stage yet. Ooh, 25. Nice. And you've explored most of the area, but you're still missing a lot. Ah, there we go. And there goes my connection again, because apparently connection just can't keep its business together tonight. I wish I had some feedback on whether the stream is still working or not. I feel like I've been checking back and forth between the Twitch dashboard and the game a bit too much. I want to keep the pace going, but I also want to ensure that we're actually, you know, broadcasting and all that. Okay, very nice. 275. Just 25 more to find. There we go. Actually, let's save. You can never be too sure. Thank you, still oddly humanoid fairy person. I just went in the wrong direction. That's the wrong number. Maybe someone is just using the internet a lot and it's an incidental thing with my connection. We've still dropped under 0.1% of all the I suddenly had an idea. Perhaps I'm an idiot, perhaps I'm a genius, but we're going to test it either way. See, we haven't found any way to open those chests, but it's right by the area where we learned this. Seems a bit too convenient, no? There we go. Perfect. Perfect. And that completes this area too. Feels so good to figure things out. I'm very happy. Now we can look at Wizard Peak, which is a stage we hadn't even explored yet. So that's exciting. Ooh, there's that funky Rayman-ish music again. Ah, this is another snowy level, I see. It makes sense that against these elemental creatures we'll mostly be using our fire. Especially since this is an icy stage. Ooh. Is this a secret or just another path to also follow? It's kind of hard to tell with these interconnected levels, you know? Maybe I was supposed to end up here after going all the way around, but... I am the master of inefficient exploration, after all. Oh, hey. Wizard Peak sounds like it could be the name for a haircut. Like if your hair is made up like a pointy wizard hat, that would be a Wizard's Peak. Oh, completely misread the situation there. Somehow salvaged it. Don't ask me why. Well, don't ask me why because I wanted to live, but don't ask me how, rather. This is one of those places where you can get a running start. There's a lot of those in this stage, actually. A life, thank goodness. And look at that, a dragon to save. It does feel good to break things apart, doesn't it? What can I say? It's kind of inherent to the medium. Destruction. Not really, but it is enjoyable to break things from time to time. Jarvis? Okay.
Welcome to Wizard Peaks. This is my favorite supercharged spot. Use it to bash those wizards.
Let's see, how many dragons are there in this stage anyway? 3, huh? And 2 eggs too. 2 eggs too. Sounds like a very weird calculation. What's 2 eggs too? I am completely unaware of where I am in the stage, but we are collecting stuff. And isn't that the most important thing in a collectathon platformer? I keep thinking this is an entrance of some kind. Oh, it seems we've ended up at the start again, huh? Yeah, good stuff. That helps me make some sense of the space here. Because we kind of went on a very serious detour back then. So I think this, that warrants another look. Well, almost dodge rolled off the edge again. What's over there? Let's heal up our dragonfly while we're at it. Does this just go all the way around? Not quite. Gotta be real careful about running on stages like these. It's like running with scissors. You don't do it unless you're a rebel. Well, there is another path down here, which we can check out. Pick the safest option and just use fire. Normally, fire would sound risky, but in this situation, it sure is a heck of a lot safer than dashing. Oh, fire on big enemies. And we have ended up at the start again. Interesting. Still trying to make some sense of how this level is operating. Let's do another save, you never know. Oh, ow. I find that setting them on fire is a lot more satisfying than dashing into them. Ah, I gotcha. We need to dash into this chest. And we need to free this dragon. Hexus.
Thank you for releasing me.
What the hex is going on? It's kind of anticlimactic the way they just kind of keel over. Like, oh, well, I guess I'm dead. I guess they do look a bit slow, so, you know. Oh, careful not to fall into the water. Okay. And mop. Nice. You see that? They're fighting. And this is the return home spot. With its own checkpoint, makes sense. Lucas. I wonder if Ness is around.
Listen carefully, Spyro. There's a secret area in the artisan home. It is at the waterfall. Try jumping on the stones there.
Artisan home, waterfall. Sounds good.
Okay, so we need to return to the artisan home that we know about this. Interesting. We have saved all the dragons now, so that's one important step. But they're still Wait a minute. Didn't we get that one? Or was that a different stage with the exact same setup? I'm confused because it says we haven't found any of the eggs here yet, but... Well, let's just try it, I guess. Oh, no, definitely an egg. Interesting, I didn't know about that. So, will that show up on the menu now? Yes. Okay. And we are missing one more. I see, so if we dash up here, we could get to that distant island. So this level is definitely designed to get us to use that dash more. Mount dash more. Need a slightly sharper turn to get to this. Unless I'm just going at it from the wrong angle. Which is entirely possible. Well, I cut off my jump too early. I was entirely to blame for that. Yeah, this will probably be a better one to do that from. Gives you more time to turn. Oh, also. That's neat. Yeah, that is exactly the noise I deserved there. We have 0 lives now. I'm not sure what happens when you run out. That's my worry here. Okay, we're gonna return to this level soon. We're just gonna return... first, we're going to return to... the Artisan's World. To check on that waterfall the guy mentioned, because I'm curious about that. And I also want some extra lives. Because we aren't doing so well now. Man, I sure am glad it's weekend again, or rather, I guess you could say it's almost weekend. But by my count, it's weekend as soon as the work on Friday is done. Because yeah, I had a pretty, I was kind of sick near the start of the week. Oh, hey, look at that. Sunny Flight, so it has its own flight stage. Cool. Well, before I attempt that, I'm gonna kill a few enemies and get some lives back. At least one. Gotta have that little safety net, you know? That was just the boss. It's interesting how this boss has this very climactic introduction, and all the other bosses are just kind of there on the map, like, okay, come get him. They drop the pretense that the bosses are a particularly important milestone pretty quickly. It's kind of a shame, but it makes sense, really. As of yet, the bosses have just been slightly stronger versions of normal enemies, so... Okay, there's that extra life we wanted. Now let's check out the secret behind the waterfalls. I'm sure it's gonna be fun. Right, I'll have to think of a logical order here, because... Okay, that's the barrels done. Let's do these now. I have no idea if this was the right place to start, but... Whatever the heck, we're just gonna do it. Okay, just 2 more. This one actually seems a bit easier than the other stage's flight. The other world's flight, I guess. Of course, now I've got myself in a position where I can't recover time. Okay, come on, come on, come on. That was a bother. Well, a bother. It was a shame. It was a disappointment. Okay, so we were missing all the chests, so I guess I've missed one of the collectibles here. They're either all clumped together or very well hidden. I'll have to just try all the different collectibles and see if I can find the chests somewhere along the way. Because all the planes are kind of hanging around here. And that's not a chest. That is a crystal. I have to keep my eye out this time. Maybe I'll just need to do one exploration round and just kind of move around a bit. See what there is to see. This one is easily, the arches, just like in the last one, are easily the least time efficient. So where are those chests, huh? Where are all the chests? Well, like I said, let's do one exploration round. And oh, well, that kind of answers itself, doesn't it? I pressed the wrong button to try to fire, missed one, and I decided to just throw that attempt in the trash where it belongs. Okay. But this gives me a much clearer idea of what to do, at least. Yeah, these are completely separate from the rest of the objectives. Interesting. Sometimes all it takes is a good look around. Okay, now we just gotta get to all the other objectives on time. It might be tough, but at least I've got a good idea of how now. Oh. I'm glad I don't get penalized for just standing on the ground for a bit. Okay. This is proceeding pretty smoothly so far. Whoa. Although, like I said, the time worries me quite a bit. Yeah, I've already come to the final 10 seconds. Yeah, if I can get those barrels, I'll have a bit more time, but that isn't much. I guess the question becomes, do we do the the chests last or first? I'm thinking they might actually be better to do last, based on how this has gone. Let's get all the trains first. Okay. That was a lot quicker than I thought it would be. Let's turn around. Okay, one more. And there it is. Okay, and this is where this starts. But I can already tell that we may not have enough time to actually do the chests after this. Even if I know where they are, that doesn't mean I can get to them on time. Unless the end of this path is very close to the chests, that is. Ech. It is very close, but... Okay, we have a fighting chance. We have a fighting chance. I can't believe that worked. Whew, that was difficult, but I liked that. Nice challenge. That was fun. No need to try that again, I think. You got the gist of it. 300. Well, wasn't that a satisfying result? Let's save and move on to the next world again. Yeah, we are still missing those few in Stone Hill, but I don't know what to do about that. It says we're 50% done with the game, by the way, so we are rushing through this rather quickly. I guess I got spoiled by how long the Banjo games were. But honestly, I don't mind having a more mild, casual platformer to do. It's pleasant in its own ways, you know? Get back here. Yeah, let's go speak to Marco. Let's see. We were busy with a level in the Magic Crafters until we decided to return here. Because we learned about that secret behind the waterfall, after all. I wonder if at any point you get the ability to warp to stages. Because this is... It's nice that you can warp between the worlds, but I would like to just instantly move to the stage I want. I guess I'm just impatient. Aha. This world is looking pretty good. Next to Wizard Peak, which we just took a break from. Oh, got electrocuted there. Okay, here's Wizard... Will you stop? Here's Wizard Peak. Let's give that another look. For good measure. Again, very funky music. I'll have to add this soundtrack, at least a few tracks to one of my playlists. So he summons ice monsters, that guy. They all go down to fire, though. Ouch. Got a bit too close there. He struck for my peripheral vision, you might say. Some extra health. Well, that was a little bit awkward. Sets us back quite a bit too. If I see a checkpoint, I should use it and save there. So, the Game Awards happened yesterday. That was an interesting situation. A bit too many trailers and ads for my liking. I thought it was weird how some awards were just kind of glossed over. Like he just kind of, the guy just kind of offhandedly mentioned them, like, oh yeah, and this won this award. It's like, well, okay, shows us how much you care. But it had a lot of great moments as well. Nintendo announced Bayonetta 3, that was sure a surprise. It was really Nintendo's show in that regard, because they also took home the prize for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Yeah, this time we're smart and using the save point here. Whoa. And almost being very dumb and running off the edge. Alright. Should have enough momentum from here. Or maybe not. Yeah, it definitely doesn't happen automatically. Well, that was disappointing. There, it never happened. Seems like jumping kind of breaks your momentum too. It's easy to get up there, but flying all the way over there is a whole another situation. Sorry about the prolonged silence there. Some people, well, some people, let's put it like that. Well, I feel like I'm kind of beating my head against the wall here. So I might just check out the next road for a bit and then call it done. Ooh. Whoa, I think I actually undid some stuff by using save states. Yikes. It's a mistake. Let's head to the... Whoa. I'm all flustered now. This is why we don't use save states, ladies and gentlemen. I'd actually try to minimize the use of it anyway. They got greedy. Yeah, I've kind of lost it. It's, it sure is something. Anyway, I think that's about enough for tonight. I'm pretty tired and the chat is pretty inactive. So I'll just call it done now. 2.5 hours seems like a decent stream time. So thanks for everyone who did watch the stream. Well, thanks to everyone who did watch the stream, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.